In this morning show, we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business. And we'll support you every step of the way. Right in the morning. Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie. Oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women, make it sound easy. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
Good morning. Oh, that didn't come out right. Good morning, everybody. I'm still trying to get my voice back from this weekend. I didn't completely lose it, but I sound like I have a frog in my throat. But good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee with Nikkie. I am your host, Miss Nikkie, and this is your daily cup of information and inspiration. How are you guys doing this amazing morning? I am doing so good. I feel so good. I didn't start my workout back yet, coming back home after all of, the conference and everything. Haven't started my workouts yet, but tomorrow I will. I did wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I said I should get up, and I was like, no, I'm gonna give myself one more day of rest. So tomorrow I'm going to start back working out 5 a.m., getting my body back in order, doing what I need to do, because I was eating poorly on vacation. Like, I was drinking soda, I was having drinks, I was eating fried foods. It was all over the place. I didn't stick to my diet at all. Not that I'm on a real diet, but I've been watching what I've been eating. And so I started cutting out certain things, and I was there just doing all of the things. But you should enjoy yourself when you're on vacation, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you should. So, Andy. So with that being said, everybody, we got a gloomy day outside, and I'm so grateful and thankful for the rain, because I shared with you that the deer got into my garden and everything is almost gone. Everything is almost gone. Yesterday, I seen the family of deer that were coming around. It was like 4 of them, and one was overeating my collard greens. Like, through the deer net, it was eating the collard greens, and so shot it with a BB gun. And I need some more BBs, because they are going to stay their little tails up out of my garden, because they destroyed it. They left nothing. I have okra growing. Okra, this is for my dad. I don't eat okra. But for my dad, I have okra growing. There's 1 okra plant left, and I'm probably going to have maybe 2 okra to give to my dad this year. Like, I have 5 plants growing. They all had all had okra growing from them. And that's going. All of my lettuce is gone. All of it. It's all gone. My green beans are gone. My peas. Well, you guys know the story about the green beans, but the leaves are gone. The pea leaves are gone. The only thing that I really see left in there, they didn't touch the oregano. They didn't touch the sage, which, when you look up how to keep animals out of your garden, they say plant these things. It didn't touch those things, but it ate around it. All my pepper plants gone. All the tomatoes, every single tomato plant is gone. They ate off the tops of the potatoes. And the thing about potatoes, since they grow under the dirt, it was great for me, because they didn't dig that up. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a mess. I do have some wins in my garden. I can't say that everything is a bust, right? I do have some wins in my garden. I did have another bed off to the side that did have cucumbers there. So I have cucumbers growing there. I have the green beans growing there. I also have my eggplant. Looks like it's getting really big. And then I have some peppers over there. But they're not the same kind of peppers that I had in the other garden. Like, I have red peppers and green peppers growing in the other garden. These peppers that I have growing on a raised bed are banana peppers. So y'all don't even understand how devastated I am. Like, all that time of, growth and everything. I was telling you that, some things like this is happening in my friend's garden, and Happening to me, girl. Happening to me. So my collard greens, they're looking good. I have to go. I haven't even had. I went to look at them, but I really didn't inspect. So I got to turn them over to make sure that those little white butterflies didn't drop no eggs over there, and make sure there's no bugs or anything eating my collard greens and my red cabbage. I don't know. I got to go see what that's doing over there. And I did have some. Like I said, remember I said I was planting things different parts of the garden to see if they would grow. So I do have some tomatoes and peppers over there, but they're not really doing anything yet. And then I do have a squash. So that's a win, right? A win is a win. So we're gonna just take that win and do what we can with what we got. And I don't want to say I'm discouraged to do my fall garden, but I'm just not as excited as I would be. You know what I'm saying? Like, after you harvest and you bearing all the food, you feel so excited, but just to see that all of that has happened, and trying, knowing that I only have a month left. Like, I wouldn't mind if this happened in the beginning of the season. I wouldn't mind because I know I still got more growing season to go. But since I'm in Pennsylvania, we don't have a large growing season. Like, it's a couple of months and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't continuously grow outside because it's going to get really cold. And so if I had more time, I wouldn't be so hurt. But I don't have much time. I have a month left, and then after that it's fall time. So I don't know. We'll see what will happen. Hopefully I see some flowers on the cucumbers, so hopefully they'll produce. But we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. I'm not going to quit. I tell you guys all the time, don't quit, don't give up, da 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 da. What would I look like quitting on my garden because something like this has happened? Sometimes stuff like this happen in life, and we got to keep rolling with the punches. So I'm not going to quit. I do feel a little like set back a little bit, but I'll be fine. I'll be fine, and I'm still keep on nurturing the things that are growing. I still will be, showing you guys my garden and everything like that. But yeah. So sad, so sad, so sad. But let me check and see who's in the building. Let's bring up the energy. Let's see who's in the building. All right, so y'all know how as Latrice of Heartbeat Candle Co. Y'all know I call a cousin, and here on these YouTube streets, we call her the best moderator on what? Earth, the best moderator on Earth in the building. Good morning, cousin. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Melody. Melody said, good morning, everyone. Have a great day and hit the like button. Come on, y'all. Hit the like. It's free. It's free. And if you're watching the replay, hit the like now before we even get into everything. Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. Good morning, Miss Lois. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Martini. How are you doing this amazing morning? Good morning, Melissa. Melissa said, good morning, everyone. Good morning, LaFrasha. LaVasha said, good morning, everyone. Yes, I heard it in your voice. I'm sorry, cousin. Yes, 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 yes. I got a frog in there. This light is playing with me. Okay, so what I want to know is are there any areas, because this is the beginning of the week, even though we started a day late. So is there any areas that you would like for us to focus on this week and for the rest of, I won't say the rest of the month because this is the last day of the month, but for August, is there any topics or areas that you would like us to focus on? Please put it in the chat. Please put it in the chat. Please put it in the chat. Any areas that you would like for us to focus on this week, this month. And remember, I'm going to take one topic and we're going to talk about that topic for the entire week. We're going to take that topic and talk about it for the entire week so that I'm not throwing up so many different things. And then it's like, I don't know what to apply or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So let me know in the chat, is there anything that you would like for us to focus on? Oh, and tomorrow, my special guest on in the morning will be Miss Lakeisha Keisha, who will be stepping out of her comfort zone and joining us live to talk about that. So I'm excited to have Lakeisha Keisha on here. I absolutely love Lakeisha Keisha. But she is going to be on here. And if you know Lakeisha Keisha, you know that this is a huge step. And like I said, she brought it to me and said that she would do it. So I'm excited about that. So anybody, any topics that you would like for us to discuss for the week or the month, let me know. Put it in the chat. and we can get it together. It could be any area. It could be a tutorial. It can be whatever you want it to be. It can be. Good morning, Miss Kim. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Whatever area you want it to be, let me know and it will be done. All right. So also I want to know goals, but let's get this part out the way first. The topics that you would like for me to cover for this week, or I mean, I keep saying this week, for this month. The month is over today. So any topics you want me to discuss for the month, and I want to also go over goals. But I told you guys that I'm going to probably be taking information and bits and pieces from the BCMC Midwest Conference. I'm going to be taking bits and pieces of that and trickle it into Coffee with Nikki, because there was so many gems. There was so much that I took away from the experience, and I want to share that with you all. One thing Kim brought of Flirty Wicks, she has said a lot of the times we take too long to push go on our goals. A lot of the times we take too long to do what we say that we want to do. And a lot of the times we keep saying that certain things are stopping us, but the thing that is stopping us is the only thing that's stopping us is ourselves, right? And so we keep saying we're waiting for something, but we're not even pursuing that thing. We're not even going after it. So we're saying, oh, I'm waiting for this to be right. I'm waiting for this to be right. But you're not even moving in that direction. You're not even going there. So how could you be waiting for something that you're not even going after? So you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to just hit you and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, now it's time. That's not how it happens. You got to go on ahead, and she said press the gas and go. You could perfect it on the way there. You could perfect it later, right? You got to press go. A lot of y'all are sitting stagnant in your business because you're waiting for something to be perfect. How will you ever know what people think about your product, or how would you ever know what people think about your business if you don't press go? You've got to press go so that you can see the feedback that you get, right? You got to see that. Let me check and see. Breaking down the cost for private labeling. Private labeling. Let me see. Good morning, Christina. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Finally joined BCMC. Hey, I'm not getting left behind no more. I hear that. Topics: insurance. Recap on really talking to your audience. So I'm gonna share a funny little candid story, not a candid, but a funny little story that I got from Rafi. And Rafi is the owner, founder, CEO of Thompson Ferrier, right? Press and go. Press the gas, girl. Press the gas. Learning along the way, period. Period. Good morning, Alicia. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, so Rafi said, we spend a lot of time trying to define who our target audience is. Now, you kind of should, and this is my opinion mixed in with his opinion, right? So you should kind of know who you're speaking to, because you got to know how you're speaking to them. You got to know what are the, you got to know how you're going to be engaging, right? How are you guys going to interact? So you got to know something about who you're speaking to, because you can't just have a whole generic conversation and think that everybody is going to be listening. Everybody is not going to be tuned into that. Rafi said, you're not going to know your customer until they start buying. When they start buying, you're going to kind of know who your customer is, right? So you have to have a clear view on what the brand is, right? You don't necessarily have to define them down to a T, but you should kind of have an idea of who they are, because that way you can identify who they are, how you're going to approach them. You can identify what their problems are, what keep them up at night, and how can you be the solution to their problems? What can you offer? How can you be the answer to their prayers or their problems? What can you do? What can you offer? How can you build value on that? And so when we're operating our businesses, we don't think being a solution. We don't think that we're a solution-based business. We don't think that. We kind of just go and say, I got this product and I want to sell this and I want everybody to buy it. And that's how that goes. But that we have to really think. People don't buy like that. Just because you have a pretty product. Remember, I told you, nobody cares about your product. Nobody. But what are you going to do? How are you going to provide a solution? How are you going to bring value to their lives? How are you going to solve a problem that has been bothering them for years, right? So if somebody has a problem with acne, they may have a problem with their confidence. They may have a problem with being an extrovert because they don't want to be out in the public because of their skin. They don't think they look good and da 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 da. So how can you be a solution? Nobody cares about just your soap, right? Nobody's gonna care. I'm frozen, cousin. You didn't pray for me, huh? I'm frozen. Can you guys see me? One's in the chat, one's in the chat, one's in the chat. I don't know why it keeps doing this. It doesn't shut off on anything else, so it's for sure StreamYard, but it's annoying. Let me know if you guys can see me. One's in the chat, one's in the chat, one's in the chat. Good morning, Michelle. Good. Okay. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You didn't miss anything, girl. You didn't miss anything. Okay. So bringing value, bringing value. How can you be solution based? How can you offer a solution, right? We don't want to just talk about your products. How can you offer a solution? What problem do you solve? So you guys right now in the chat, just throw them out at me. What problem does your company or your product solve? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. What problem does your company or your product solve? Put it in the chat. It's not about your candle. They don't care about your candle. It's not about all this fancy luxury all the fancy luxury ingredients you use. It's not about your fancy vessels. It's about none of that. So what problem do you solve? What problem do you solve? Alicia says bringing people together. Do your customers know that? Does your customers know that? What problem do you solve? Again, they don't care about your clean sense. I mean, some people will, if that's a part of what's important to them about the product, the sustainability and all of that. If that is part of your message, then that is part of part of the solution. But sometimes it's not that. Sometimes it's a little bit more than that. They don't care. People don't care about my soap. They don't care about it being a 3-in-1 soap or whatever. They care about the fact that my soap can provide a service quickly, and it takes away the hassle of doing a task that you hate to do forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, people hate to wash their makeup brushes. Washing your makeup brushes take a long time, especially if you use cream-based products, da 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 da. So I can't just talk about use my soap, use my soap, use my soap. I gotta tell you why my soap is so good. I gotta tell you why you should use my soap, because you don't like taking all day to wash your brushes, and my soap is going to do everything you need in one easy step. You know what I'm saying? So I have to talk about that more so than the soap itself. You know what I mean? So you got to come up with what is the value that your product brings. You have to bring that together. Good morning, Kay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Winning Wednesday, ain't it? Good morning. Helping people on their healing journey. Do people know that, LaRasha? More than home decor, but promote self-care, peace, and wellness. Do your customers know that, Christina? But yes or no in the chat. Alicia, do your customers know that your products are all about bringing people together? Let me know. LaRasha, do your people know that you're about helping people on their healing journey? And how do you plan on helping people on their healing journey? What do you provide that will help them on their healing journey? Christina, same thing. Do they know it's more than home decor and promote self-care, peace, and wellness? Do your people know that? And how do you provide that? Yes, through my story and through my posts. And how do they engage with you, LaRasha? Melody says, connect people to music to help them unwind during self-care. And no, I don't think I'm conveying that message. So I want you guys to think about how can you convey that message. Remember, Rafi was telling you guys, if you were at the BCMC conference, you're not going to be able to tell them everything that's going on. So, or think it may have been Terry. You may not be able to tell them everything that is going on, or the problems that you solve immediately, but you got to be able to tell this through story. It's got to be able to be connecting through the things that you say. It's got to be connected on the way that you deliver the message, right? You may not say every single post, this is exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to help people on their healing journey every step of the way. You may want to come and say, oh, tips to make you feel better today. Affirmations that will help you feel uplifted today, or meditation sounds that are going to help you bring yourself, center yourself and get yourself ready for the day or to take on the day. That may be the thing that you do. It doesn't necessarily have to be, this is what I'm doing. I'm helping people heal from trauma, helping da da da. It don't have to be that every single time, but you can offer things that are going to be of value. Right? I'm not going to shove my product down your throat, right? Because it's not about the product all the time, right? I'm not going to shove that down your throat, but these are the things that I'm going to do to help you heal. This is some things that help me. So I'm going to share a little transparent moment with you. I was struggling with blah, 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 blah. And in my time of, and when I was in my darkest moments, these are the things that help me. So I want to share these 3 things with you because I think this will help somebody. And if it does, leave me a comment below. Or if you know what I'm saying? Like, or can you tell, or the next call to action could be, not call to action, but to how to engage with them is, okay, so what helps you during this time? You know what I'm saying? When you're in the moment of, despair or whatever, what helps you to get through that? These are the things that are going to help you to build a strong audience, because you're building something more than just people around your product, because that's going to wear off. Remember, I told y'all, I said motivation is going to wear off. All of that stuff's going to wear off. So now you got to do something. The why's got to be deep enough. It's got to be strong enough. And so in order for people to engage and to connect with you, you got to bring them more value. Sean is all about the value, right? So you have to give value so that they can see, okay, this is more than just a candle. I'm not coming here just because I need a candle. I'm coming here because I need to get that healing. I'm coming here because I need to feel relaxed. I need this self-care moment. I need this musical moment. I need this. I need my theme song for the day. I need my soundtrack for this moment. Whatever that thing is, you have to think about your business in that perspective. How many of y'all are with me in the chat? One's in the chat, one's in the chat, one's in the chat, one's in the chat. Let me see. LaRasha said the story behind my candles. I share that with them. Okay. And how can you make them feel better? Because it's all about a feeling, right? So how can you make them feel better? I want to provide my customers with a card or something that shares how I came up with the name of the candle in the sense. That's dope. They will. Writing a note now for LinkedIn, telling them why it's bigger than to connect with people with no upsell. Telling them why it's bigger than to connect with them. They will. Writing a note now for LinkedIn. Wait a minute. I must have asked you something. I forgot what I asked you, Alicia. Bring the people together. All right. Rafi dropped a lot of gems about Brandon and did. On Monday, I shared a post with affirmations for the week. How did that go, LaRasha? Right. My messaging needs work. If we know it, we just do it. You know what I'm saying? Writing blog posts to connect with the dots. Okay, so writing blog posts to connect the dots. It's bigger than candles, period. Y'all got to remember that. It's bigger than your product. So what can you do that's going to offer people a solution? You're going to offer them help. You're going to offer them something that is going to help them relieve whatever tension or stress or traumas they have, and not relieve it like you're the problem solver, like completely problem solve it, but something that is going to make them at least get through that moment. Some people have a problem. Some people struggle. Not some people. A lot of people struggle, especially if you have experienced trauma. Sometimes it's difficult to just get through a minute, a second, an hour. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you can provide something that'll just help them hold on just a little bit longer, you know what I'm saying? Just something to get them through that second, that minute, that hour. They need that. And they will appreciate that, and they will continue to keep coming back. They will keep coming back because it's not about the product. Yes, the product is what you want to sell, but you also got to build on that. You have to build on the product. Let me see. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Chantel. How you doing, girl? Let's see. Okay, so we good. I deleted that one, rewrote it. Thank you. I was like, am I reading this wrong? Okay, got you. Melissa says creating connections, distant people through sense. Creating connections of distance. Okay, got you. I thank y'all. Creating connections of distance. Creating connections of distance people through sense. Creating connections of distance people through sense. Creating connections. That's connecting people through sense, right? Confirmation, Nikki. Hey, come on, confirmation, Michelle. Come on. And if you have, I'm waiting for you, Melissa. So, and if you have, no, wait, this one. All right. And if you have, and I know Melissa does a really good job of, it's about connection. It's about, I know she does a lot of it's the connection. I know her, I love her story, the reason why she started and stuff like that. But we can build on that a little bit more, right? We can make it a little bit more than that, right? Because everybody's missing somebody somewhere. Right now, all people's kids are going back to school. You may want to, and this is just an idea that just came to me, so I'm gonna give it to you. You may want to do something for the people that are going back to college right now, right? You may want to do something for the parents, or something like that, because and if they can burn their candles in college or whatever, you may want to do something like that. The parents could be sending it to their student, right? Their child that's a student in college, because they're going away. They're going to miss them. They may want to have some kind of connection. This is what's going on right now. You could utilize that as a connection piece, right? But yes, you got to do more than just talk about whatever that product is. You got to make sure that people know that you're showing them the you're showing them more than just your candle. You're giving them the feelings. You're providing a solution. You're bringing value to their lives. Like, how can you bring value to my life? How can this connection through distance, Melissa? How could this connection through this candle connection through distance? How can that bring value to my life? What is that going to do for me? You could also you bring nostalgia in there. You could also say, I'm going to miss my baby. My baby is away. Maybe I'm going to even add a postcard in there because my baby is going to school. Maybe this is their first year. Maybe they're about to graduate, and you want to tell them, keep up the good work. I want you to, finish off strong, da 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 da. Maybe you want to create that postcard, and on that postcard, they leave a message or something like that for them. Maybe they'll give them the home zip code for them to burn at college. So every time they see it, they can remember that they are loved. You know what I'm saying? And so these kind of things are going to make people remember the moment that they purchased your candle, and these emotional connections are going to keep them coming back. Y'all feel me? Let me know if y'all with me. Put ones in the chat. Ones in the chat, ones in the chat, ones in the chat, ones in the chat. Ones in the chat. These emotional connections are going to make people remember you. So how can you do that? What can you do with your products that's going to make them remember that? Remember, again, it's not about your product. It's not about the product. It's about the memories that can be created. It's about the feelings that can be invoked. It's about, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's about what you're creating with that product. What can you do with that product that is going to make people keep coming back? You know what I'm saying? And so I want everybody in this room, if you have a problem, go to Chat GPT and ask them, put your business in there and say, how can I bring value to my customers? This is the experience that I want them to have. This is what I'm doing. I want them to know about self-care and being self-aware and all the things that you guys said in the chat. How can I make that connection with my customers, and how can I add more value to their lives? Put that into Chat GPT and see what you get. Right? But put it into Chat GPT by putting all of your information in there. You can't just be vague, because you're going to get vague responses. So you got to make sure you're a little bit more detailed about what it is that you want from it and the results that you want to have. Like, what can I do? What are some ideas that I can do to add value? What are some things that I could offer? What are some freebies that I can give them? What kind of tools can I give them? Sometimes some of you guys about organization and things like that. Maybe you can offer them a planner sheet. Maybe they're unorganized like me. I don't need a whole I like planners. I don't write in them. I write in them once in a while, and then it's off back to my post-its and my whiteboards and my mini pieces of paper. Then it's back to that, right? So how can I offer organization, right? Well, I know if you like me and you have notes all over the place, and you would like to be more organized, okay, maybe you can't get organized in the book, but let's start with a day. You know what I'm saying? What can we accomplish in this day? Okay, and da 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 da. And so that's gonna help them to start getting into the habit of being organized. I'm not saying this is what anybody needs to do, but I'm trying to just like give an example of something that will bring value to a problem that somebody has. Yeah, my problem is that I'm disorganized. So you would show a lot of people being disorganized, writing things on a bunch of little mini post-it papers, and the post-its are everywhere, and you can't stay organized, and you're like, what I gotta do? I'm confused. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Your solution. I got a planning page. All you gotta do is print this out, write down what you want to do. You could even put it on your phone so that you don't forget. Look at your planner page and let's get things accomplished. How are we doing? And you can stay in communication with them, right? You could offer that as a freebie. You could offer that as a way to get their email information. You know what I'm saying? You can offer that as, something that you put in your newsletter. These are things you can offer to people that are going to make people's lives better, right? And I'm not saying, again, this is me using an example. This is not me telling anybody anything. But yes. Good morning, Chris Marie. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Emotional connections. Yes. Good morning, Yolanda. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So I need you guys today. Press the gas and go. Like Larash said, press the gas and go. Press the gas and go. Stop holding on to these things. You know what you need to do. Press gas and go execute quickly. That's another thing that I learned. That's one thing that I learned from Shan. Shan does not sleep on an idea. Shan say she want to make dessert candles. You want to see dessert candles the next day on her stories. Shan say she wants to sell a case of candles. She going to sell a case of candles. If she going to do a sale, she going to do whatever she needs to do to get that thing done, right? And so just watching her and just watching the way she moves, and I follow her for quite some time, just watching the way she moves is just inspirational, right? Because she don't sleep. She don't let ideas lay dormant. Whenever she has the idea, she moves on it quickly, right? She moves on it quickly. She executes quickly. I'm telling you guys how to find that emotional connections. I'm telling you what to use. I'm not telling you to rack your brains and try to figure out how you can bring value to your customers. I told you to easily just go run on over to Chat GPT, plug and play all that information, the feelings that you want people to have. How can you offer value? Da 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 da. Put that in there, see what you get, tweak it to what you need, because they may not give you the ideas that you want, but it can give you just the skeleton of something, and you can start building off of that, right? And do it immediately. Stop waiting. You're gonna wait. This emotion, this feeling right now, what you're feeling right now is gonna go away, and then you're gonna go back to the next thing, and you're gonna say you have the same issue the next time, right? And this is the pattern that I've been seeing. And I'm all about pressing. I'm all about pressing gas, and moving full speed ahead. You can worry about everything else later. I could perfect it later, but let me see what I need to do now. How can I offer value now? How can I show up now? Because I know what I'm trying to show my customers, and I know what I want my community to see, but I don't feel like that's what people are getting from me. You may want to even ask other people, what do you get when you go through my timeline? What do you get when you go on my website? What is the feeling you get? Am I clear on my messaging? And sometimes you may not want to tell a message that you want them to have. You may not want to say, okay, this is how I want people to feel, because you want to know what they get. A regular, unique visitor coming to your website, you want to know the feeling that they get when they get there, right? Without you telling them anything. So if they feel what if they're feeling what you wanted, the intention of what you wanted them to feel, then you're on the right track. But if they're saying something totally different, and you ask quite a few people and none of them is saying what you want people to feel, then you have to start changing some things, because the message is not connecting. So how can you make that message connect? Take your behind over to Chat GPT and get you some information. And if that is not where, okay, so because I like to use Chat GPT, but sometimes Chat GPT don't give me what I need. So when I know that I need something that's going to give me some more details as far as my descriptions and things like that, I go on over to copy.ai. Because copy.ai will rewrite and improve your prompt so that you can get better results from what you put. Because sometimes when you write your prompts, how many of y'all, when y'all write y'all prompts, y'all don't really know what y'all saying in the prompt? Like, you write your prompt, but it's not you don't know, because you know what you're saying, but you're not very descriptive on your prompt. How many people? One's in the chat. One's in the chat. One's in the chat. One's in the chat. I provide relief and promote holistic wellness, helping to embrace a healthier, more serene lifestyle or self-care journey. I need to see more of that on your everywhere, Ms. Lois. We need to see that everywhere. We need to see it on your website. We need to see it on your social media. We need to see it in your email marketing. We need to see all of that everywhere, because that's got to connect, and it's got to be cohesive every platform. You can't look like wellness here and this there and that there and this there, because people want to see. You got to make sure that that message goes across the entire spectrum, and it's still cohesive. My hands just be disappearing in the shot. Good morning, December. Do you remember? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Say that app again, please. Me, the wording is off sometimes when I use it. One, I know my social media is not connecting. We got to get it to connect, Miss Lois. We got to get it to connect. What does holistic healing, holistic wellness look like to you? What does holistic wellness mean to you? Right? You need to start saying that in your posts. You need to start showing that in your posts. You maybe need to do some voiceovers of you working through your working your products, making your products, but talking over it and saying, I started Be Quenched Body Care because it's all about wellness, holistic wellness. I know that I had some health issues or whatever, and these things have been helping me with my issues. And I wanted other people to share this experience with me. I wanted other people to know that there are other options other than steroids and chemicals and this and that. I want people to know that there are other options for that, and let me provide that to you. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. And if you're holistic, to me, holistic means you're going to speak in a calm manner. Holistic means zen, natural colors, things like that. Soft colors, and that type water. The sounds and things like that. That's what I get when I'm thinking holistic. Right? So it got to be clear. It's got to be clear. I know my social. Okay. I've been not working. You're not working it. Okay, got you. Good morning, Yazzie Faye. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What was the app? It's not an app. It's a website. I don't even know if that is an app. That's a good question. It's copy.ai. Copy.ai. Let me because you will write your prompt in there and it'll have a little thing right there that asks you if you want to improve it. And so it'll give you a better prompt. And the thing about, and this, I tell you guys this a lot, right? But the thing about copy.ai is free up into a certain amount of words. I think you get 20,000 words for a month or something like that, or a week, or I don't remember how it goes, but you only get a certain amount of words. So you could take the prompt that they gave you and take it into Chat GPT and put it in there and see what you get from that. See what it generates for you. Holistic is a vibe. I'm so late. You are, but you okay, girl. You okay. Kiss my little cinnamon for me, please and thank you. Please and thank you. So let me know, was that helpful to anybody? Was that useful? Are you going to start thinking about it? Are you going to start, are the wheels starting to move in your head about the ideas and things of how you can get there, how you can get this emotion? Again, this is a very important time. People are tight on their spending. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world. How are you going to connect with your people? Regardless of what's happening, people will always spend money. People will always celebrate life. People will always want to look good. There's never going to be a time when people are not like, well, economy's bad, I just want to look like a bum. Nobody's going to say that. You know what I'm saying? There may be people that just don't care about their appearance, but people are always going to care about their appearance. And so what are you going to offer? What are you going to offer? Right? When COVID happened, I was like, I'm good. Right? I make soap. I'm good. I make products that's going to be beneficial to you. You need what I have. Your skin's gonna need what I have. Because you can't just use any and everything on your face. It's gonna break you out. You can't go and get that dollar soap because that dollar soap ain't gonna work on your face. That dollar soap ain't gonna help you with your eczema. That dollar soap ain't gonna help soothe your skin. That dollar soap is not going to pull the oils out of your skin or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that dollar soap ain't gonna help you. So there are gonna be things that people will splurge on, right? And you just got to make sure that your message is clear enough so that they know, hey, come over here, purchase from here because I got what you need. Times like this, people are going through hard times. If you're offering a solution to help them to feel better, to deal with it a little bit more, guess what? They're going to connect with you. Why? Because there's too much negativity going on in the world. It's too much. But if I'm offering you a place of, peace, a place of calm, a place where you can, just relax and take the burdens off your shoulders. If I'm offering that to you, and I know, you know what I'm saying? If I'm offering that to you, then I'm doing more than adding on to your problem. I'm not just saying buy my $20 candle, my $25, $50, whatever kind of candle I got. right? It's not about that anymore. So now I'm helping you to relieve your stress. I'm helping you to find your zen. I'm helping you to find your peace, right? But I need to show that in everything that I do, right? And you got to think about it. How can a picture express that? How can a video express that? How can you making products express that? One definite way that you're making products or your behind the scenes can express that is because you can be talking about the products and you can be talking about how it makes somebody feel better. You can talk about the scents and what they do to people and how they make you feel uplifted, relaxed, focused, whatever those feelings are that people need. You could be talking about that with a voiceover with your scents. The reason why I chose this scent combination is because this particular scent will remind you of, back in the day when you used to be outside and Mr. Softy truck would go down the block and you would get those push up ices and it smelled like creamsicle or orange and vanilla and da 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 da. All of that, I'm painting a picture in your mind. It's going to take you back to a memory in your head, and it's going to it'll make you buy that candle because that candle is going to bring back that emotion when you light it, right? So you got to think about what can you do. And so again, you don't got to overthink it. Just go on over to Chat GPT and figure it out. And not even figure it out. I just told you what to put in there. Put it in there. What the feeling is that you want people to feel. That, a lot of you guys told me what your brand is about. Put that in there. Put it all in there, and you're going to generate some responses that are going to help you. Let me know if this information is good for y'all. Put one in the chat. One's 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 in the chat. Let me know if this information was good to you. If it wasn't, you could put a 2. I'm good with that. I'm good with putting the 2. Put it in the chat. Get you a cup. And let me know in the chat. I logged out of Chat GPT and can't even get to my old prompts anymore. I forgot the password in. Put that in. Let me tell y'all something. I know some people are against Chat GPT. I know Sean is hugely against it, but she's also a writer. So I'm not a writer, and the words don't easily just come to me. And sometimes I don't just have those ideas of things to say, and it may take me all day trying to figure out a description. I plug and play that right into Chat GPT, and I put, again, you got to give it some detail. You got to give it what you needed to say. You got to give it the tone on how you want it to, come across so that you can get the results that you want. That'll be tailored just to you, right? Tailored just to you. I struggle with Chat GPT. So we need a we've done the Chat GPT classes. I forgot the email. Try them all. Try them all, girl. But you're about to do a whole new thing. So start fresh. Start fresh. I'm a writer, but my time is precious. I hear that, girl. I love it. I love it. Good morning, Vessels. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's your name? So let me know if this was good. If you were struggling, I know Casey right now, she said I struggle with Chat GPT. Write who you are, what you do, who you serve, and how can you create an emotional connection to your target audience, explain who your target audience is, what kind of freebies can I offer, what kind of tips can I offer, and what can I do to bring value to my customers. I'm not going to remember what I just said, so go back and pause it and write it down. But that is an awesome way for you to create that prompt to get what you need for Push Classics collections, right? You have to put those types of information. You can't say, oh, give me some information. I have a soap company and I sell soaps, lotions, and body oils. Give me a prompt. Give me ways to sell my product. That doesn't it's not detailed enough, right? You gotta say what's so special. What's the unique value? What is it? Unique value. What is it? Value proposition. Unique value proposition. Kareen. Hey, Kareen. Kareen, I have a niece named Kareen, but she's from Guyana. Yeah, so what about your product is unique? Put those things out. What stands out? What makes you different from everybody else? Put that in there. Who's it for? Put it in there. What's the tone? Is it fun? Is it a vibe? Is it like a style of fashionista? What's the vibe? What do you want them to speak like, right? Melissa gave a good point. She was like, make it sound like the person you want it to sound like. So let's say your person is Carrie from Sex in the City. I want the voice to be like Carrie from Sex in the City. And this is what I want her to say. I want her to talk about fashion. I want her to talk about putting her look together. I want her to talk about da 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 da. And that is how you're going to get more of a tailored response to your particular company. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Hair flip. Just joking. I watch Sean Davy Way. He always do that with no hair. Hair flip. Let me know if that was helpful. Yes? Was it helpful? Let me know. Because you don't want to keep going up and down somebody's timeline. Well, not somebody's timeline, your timeline. Your timeline should look like what the feeling is that you want people to feel. Right? What do I want you to feel? What do I want you to know? How can I express that through picture? How can I express that through a video? How can I express that through a reel? What motivational or inspirational thing can I post? What affirmations can I post? If affirmations are your thing, don't put affirmations if you are not even about affirmations, right? If your thing is not about affirmations, motivation, law of attraction, those type of things, if affirmation is not part of your branding, then don't use it. But if you do, think about it. Or how can you, if you want to use affirmations, how can you make it sound good to you, right? Change the affirmation. Everybody's affirmation is not going to sound like Louise Hay. Everybody's affirmation is not going to sound, like Mary Kate. Everybody's affirmation, your affirmation may be like, I am a badass and I'm doing big things. I'm goal oriented and I'm pushing through. Like your affirmations may be different, but make it in your tone, and then it'll fit your brand, right? You can't just take random affirmations that you grab from a book. You got to take it and make it sound like you. How can you make it sound like you? I got a big day today. So what am I going to make my affirmation sound like? Or you know what I'm saying? Like you got to think about it. Think about it. How can you utilize affirmations for your business? And like I said, not everybody needs to use affirmations, but if you do want to use them, how can you make them fit your brand? Don't just grab any affirmations like, oh, what's some good affirmations for success? And just grab any random affirmations for success. How can I make it sound like me? Right? How can it sound like me when I do my affirmations, or when like I did my affirmation deck? Everything in my affirmation deck sound like me, right? In the morning, I'll tell you yes, yes, and yes, 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 and yes, and then I gave a description as to why. You know what I'm saying? Like those type of things, or get it together. Why you need to get it together? Like those type of things. You need to make it sound like you, because if you don't, you're gonna have that disconnect with your customers. Yes, 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 and yes. Let me know if y'all with me in the chat. One's in the chat. One's in the chat if y'all with me. And I'm going to quickly ask you, what is your goal for the week? What is your goal for the week? Put it in the chat. What is your goal for the week? So put your ones in if y'all feeling me and if y'all understanding what I'm talking about, and then put your goal in for the week. I need to know. I need to turn my fan on because, honey, I'm hot. I'm trying to keep it low. Tell me if that sound is bothering you. If you can hear my fan. If it does, if you can hear my fan, I'll turn it off. But we're about to wrap up anyway. But I want to know that you guys got it, and I want you to take away what I said today, and I want y'all to execute quickly. I want y'all to move like Shan. I want y'all to move like Shan. I want y'all to execute quickly. I want y'all to move like Miss Kim. I want y'all to press the gas and go. Perfect it along the way. Perfect it along the way. You got to do something enough to know if it's not working. You can't do it once and be like, oh, it's not working. You got to do something enough times to know, okay, this is the type of thing I need to do. This is the type of thing that has to happen. You got to do it more than once. You got to do it more than twice. You got to do it more than 3 times. You got to have some data. You can't just do it and be like, it just didn't work. You can't just post once a month and talk about, oh, my customers are not finding me on Instagram. You ain't posting enough. How are they supposed to find you off that one post? You got to do more. You got to do more. Let me see. Order my thank you cards. Okay. All right. We got to order thank you cards. What else do we got to do? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Build up social media presence. Okay. You do you. I know about the flash. Yes, girl. I'm like, whoo. I'm sweating. Goal is to make wax melts this week. I gotta burn my wax melts. I got some wax melts from Melody from Bubble Dance Soapery, and I am about to burn my stuff today so I can see what it smells like. I know my book bag is smelling amazing, so I got some stuff in there. Working on connection. All right. To create 5 products that I have written down in my notes. You're gonna do 5 products. How long is that gonna take you, Karine? I've been out of this live. I've got to go back and watch. Oh, it's okay, cousin. You at work. I think. No, today's Wednesday. I was going to say, you in the office today. I'm thinking I'm on Tuesday. I'm going to burn mine today, too. Yep. I got to smell it. She wants my feedback, and I am going to give it to her. And cousin, she gave us all some smell goods to try and let her know how it works. So we her focus group. We are her focus group. So let me know which ones y'all like for sure, for sure, for sure. All right, y'all. Goals, 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 goals. Let me know what your goals are. Oh, no, phone calls. Got you. I might have to go in tomorrow. I'll let you know. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. What are your goals? Finishing my end of summer sets, take photos, and put on my website. All right. Sounds like a plan. Work on website, images, and social media. I am working on the business cards and labels for hair and skin products. Okay, Miss Lois. I did one yesterday. It took me an hour. Oh, okay. All right. So what kind of products are you making? Are you making vessels? Let me see. Order my thank you cards. All right, let's see. All right, y'all. One thing I already told y'all, make sure that y'all utilize the chat GPT. It's going to help it's going to help simplify your life just a little bit, just a little bit. And if you're feeling some type of way about using it, reword it and make it your own words. Reword it and make it your own words, right? But don't let that stop you. Don't let it be the thing that don't move you forward. I don't want to speak to you tomorrow and you're still in the same place. I still don't know what my message is in. My messaging is. I still haven't connected with my people. Don't let that be tomorrow that you keep on doing it, because tomorrow's gonna turn into a week's gonna turn into a month gonna turn into a year. Right? So we got to start getting those things done, especially if we're trying to hit these goals that we set out for ourselves, especially if we want to make money. We got to start doing the things that we need to do. So Chris Marie says, clean up candle making area to prep for candle making. Did we miss the foodie? What is it? Foodie market? Did you do that already? These are mugs with scriptures. Oh, nice. Nice. I love that. I love, love, love that. I love it. All right, y'all. So y'all keep on putting your goals in the chat. And I want you guys knowing 30 days. Oh, 30 days out. Oh, you got a big thing to do, girl. You got a lot to do. You got a lot to do. I'm gonna talk tomorrow. I'm gonna talk about getting ready and putting yourself out there for markets, because I told you guys that I sold bookmarks because Miss Kim said she got a message and she was like, I think you should sell your bookmarks, da da da, at the BCMC Midwest Convention conference. We got the convention coming up, the Midwest Conference, and I think that's going to be a really good thing for you, da 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 da. So I did it, and now I want to perfected. Now I got that experience under my belt. I know how people interacted with me. I know how I got an idea of how I want my setup to be. I want to now perfect my setup. I want to now do that. So I will probably get a booth for my bookmarks and my bubble babes, but we'll see. But I want to start getting out there and doing some shows because that was really good. I enjoyed myself, and I want to motivate you guys to get out there and start getting and selling your stuff. Get out there and start selling your stuff, making connection and meeting people. See how you have to speak to people. This is going to help you in your language on your website because now you see how people move through and flow through your booth. You know that's how you need to have your flow on your website. You know that the questions that they ask. Okay, so a lot of people have been asking me this question about this. Maybe I'm going to put that in my not maybe I should put that in my product description because I know that I'll answer the questions. You want to answer all the questions that they're going to have so that you can eliminate the barrier to them to purchase, right? You want to make sure it's easy for them to purchase. You don't want them to send you an email, wait for the email to come back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's not going to help you. You want to make sure that you answer all the questions that you can, anything that you think that you could think ahead of time that people will ask, and put that in your product description so people could just easily press buy. The goal is to sell a product, right? So get yourself out there. So I want to get out there and start doing more markets. Come on, mugs with scriptures. I need Psalm 121, please, and thank you. Okay, Miss Latrice, I got you. Chris Marie says you got a whole lot of work to go. Thank you. So mad I missed yesterday. I wanted to share my experience from the weekend. You can share it tomorrow because we'll be back tomorrow. Come on early, girl. Don't come on here late. Come on early and share your experience. I will have Lakeisha Keisha on tomorrow. So you guys make sure that you are here. Come support your sister, your BBU Tribe sister, and your BCMC sister. What else? All right, y'all. So if you watch this far, make sure you hit replay gang if you're catching the replay. Or if you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Turn on your notifications bell so you can be notified when we go live. We go live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. You can also go and follow us on all social media. We are Bubble Babes, BABEZ University, B as in boy, ABEZ University everywhere. And also you can join the community. Just go to bubblebabesuniversity.com, click community, set you up an account. It is absolutely free to join. And if you would like to become a member, you can become a member on my YouTube channel. So go on and check out the tiers that we have and become a member. Let me see what else. I'm gonna pray over doing vending events again. Girl, do the events. It is also a great place to promote future product drops if you prepare. Okay, let me get this right here. It's also a great place to promote future product drops if you prepare and have a flyer or your next event. You have like a candle making class or fall collection. Awesome. Girl, just dropped the mirror off at camp. I just dropped the mirror off. Is it sleep camp or is it day camp? All right, y'all. So that is it. That is all for today. Thank you so much for rocking with me today and every day. I appreciate you. I hope today that I brought some value to you, and I hope that you are going to do something and take action now. Press the gas, move forward, go full speed ahead, perfect it later. Go on ahead and execute quickly. These are lessons that I got from Miss Kim Broad and also from Miss Shan. Make sure that you guys go onto ChatGPT and see how can you connect with your customers emotionally and start putting that kind of content out and see if that changes how people engage with you. See if that changes how people purchase from you and see what you get, right? This is all research, trial and error. You got to do it to see. So with that being said, good morning, Tracy. Good morning. She said I will catch the replay. Sounds like a plan. Everybody, I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Thank you so much again for rocking with me. I will talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.